If you've been playing Final Fantasy 16 and you have progressed to the mid-game of the story, you're wondering what's the best piece of gear to get. Well, today I'm going to show you the best mid-game Vambrace called the Drakeslayers Bracelets. It's going to give you guys a lot of stats and it's going to last a very long time. So with that being said, let me get right into it and show you guys how to craft the Drakeslayers Bracelets. One very important thing to mention before we could go ahead crafting our Drakeslayers bracelets, you must progress to the main story around the quest Riddle of the Sands. If you haven't progressed there yet, you would not be able to craft the Drakeslayers bracelets yet because there are a couple of materials that's going to be needed in that particular area, and the only way to get it is by progressing to that main story there. So with that being said, let's continue on here. So these are the materials that's going to be needed: dragon talon, gelatinous mass, briar clam shell, and scarletite. We need one gelatinous mass and one scarletite. Those are the rare materials. I'll show you guys where to get this in a few. So let's move on here. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is where to get the dragon talon. So we're going to be working our way to Eastpool there. So here we are at the Eastpool, the Imperial Province of Rosaria. Let me show you guys the map here. So where I place that marker there is where we're going to be heading. At that particular location, that marker, there will be a dragon that we have to kill. When we kill that dragon, we will get our dragon talon. And you could also do this multiple times if you need more dragon talons. However, there are other areas in the map that the dragons spawn. But this is the particular route that I like to use because it is very convenient for me, and I think it's very fast also. And you don't have to deal with too much enemies, along the way. There's these couple of enemies here which you could basically skip. So here I'm going to be heading straight ahead here. So all you do is quickly kill your dragon, and after killing the dragon you get that dragon talon right there. So from Eastpool, now we're going to be working our way to Martyr's Rest. Here is where we're going to be getting our briar clam shells. You can farm the briar clam shells by venturing in the open world in this particular area here at Martyr's Rest, or you can purchase them from this merchant here. Briar clam shells, like I see there, it only costs like 30 gil. We need 20 briar clam shells to craft the Drakeslayers bracelet. So 20 by 30, that's about 600 gil. So we have covered how to get the dragon talon and the briar clam shells. Those are the basic materials. Now I'll be showing you guys how to get the more rare materials. So the next material that we're going to be looking at is going to be the rare material called gelatinous mass. So I'll show you guys how to get this material called gelatinous mass. So let's get right into this here. The gelatinous mass material can be obtained by completing the Muddy Murder hunt, which is notorious mark number 7 on our hunt board. So the location for that is at Hawk's Cry Cliff at Rosaria there. So we're going to be heading there. So let me show you guys the map here real quick. So from the hideaway, we're going to be fast traveling to Hawk's Cry Cliff. So we are at Hawk's Cry Cliff. Let me show you guys the route real quick. So from the obelisk, Hawk's Cry Cliff, we're going to be working our way to where I place that marker there. This is where the notorious mark number 7, Muddy Murder, is located. So let's make our way there and I'll show you guys the route. So you guys just stick with me. This hunt becomes available during the main quest, Boats from the Blue. It's just a few quests before the other main quests, Riddles of the Sand. As I said before, you have to be able to progress to that main quest, Riddle of the Sand, in order to get all these materials. Yeah, but let me do a sidetrack. Let me continue on here. So you will have a couple of enemies. Just try to avoid them if you want. Also, before you start to fight this notorious mark, make sure you have enough potions and high potions because this mark can be a little challenging. So he should be somewhere down here where I place a marker at. So here we have Muddy Murder, also known as Flank Prince. He's a rank A, notorious mark. Hiding in the ground here. So after defeating Flank Prince, aka Muddy Murder, you get that gelatinous mass. That's one of our rare material. So after obtaining gelatinous mass, which was our first rare material, we have one more rare material to collect, and that is the scarletite. As I said before, you need to progress into the main story, Riddle of the Sands, to that main quest. So once you progress there, you will see that notorious mark unlocked, a hill to die on, which is notorious mark number 8 on our hunt board. This is where we're going to be heading to get our scarletites. We're actually going to be getting 2 scarletites after we complete this hunt. So with that being said, let me show you guys the route. So we're going to be traveling to the Velcroy Desert, that obelisk over there. So at the Velcroy Desert, let me show you guys the route. So from the Velcroy Desert here, that obelisk, we're going to be working our way to where I placed that marker over there, all the way to the end here, guys. North there. So just stick with me and follow the route. I'm just following these chocobo footprints, trying to avoid all enemies as possible. There's a lot of chocobo footprints. Yeah, I'm gonna stick here a little bit for these. Avoid those enemies. Alright, make a left here now. Alright, I could see my marker from here. I'm getting closer. Try your best to avoid the enemies if you want to get there faster, or if you want to fight the enemies and get some experience and stuff, you know, it's up to you. But I'm just showing you guys the route here and showing you guys the fastest way to get here. So we're getting closer. Just make sure you have enough potions, enough high potions, as I said before. This one can be a little challenging. This notorious mark can be a little challenging. It wasn't really a challenge for me, but you know, it can be a little challenge to some of you guys, you know. So here we have the notorious mark number 8, Facito Talon rank B, aka a hill to die on. I have a little tip for you guys. To beat Fascicolan, this mighty turtle, very quickly, use your Echion abilities, get him to get staggered a lot, and you could do a lot of damage on him, as you can see there. That's the best time to use all your Echion abilities, because you do the most damage while he's staggered. And you could only do a lot of damage on his head, so focus mostly on his head. So Notorious Mark was slain there. We got the Scarletite. We got actually 2 Scarletites. Those 2 rare materials here. Scarletite. We got 2. So now we can go ahead and craft our Drakeslayers bracelets. So the Drakeslayers bracelets, we have all the materials now. Let's go ahead and craft that real quick here.
Should last you a good while.
equip the new crafted item. So that's the Drakeslayers bracelets here, giving us 74 defense and 23 health. If you guys found this video very helpful, I would appreciate if you guys give it a thumbs up. Also share it to your friends that play Final Fantasy 16. And you can subscribe to the channel for more upcoming videos like this. I'll have a lot of guides. So with that being said, I'll leave you guys here. You guys take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.